Hello everybody and welcome back to another video. Today I'm going to be going over the 7 vehicles and ranking them based on their impact on the Geometry Dash community. Before we get into that, my Discord server is linked in the description. I would highly recommend you check it out. Also, don't forget to like and subscribe to my channel for future content similar to this video. Anyways, let's get right into it. The robot was added in the 2.0 update. Now, just because it had little to no impact on the community itself, doesn't mean it's a bad vehicle. It's just that it's too similar to the cube to make a large impact on the community. There aren't any levels that base their difficulty on the robot, unlike other vehicles. In most levels, it's used in a small part to create tough timings. Overall, not a bad vehicle, but too similar to the cube to impact the game greatly. The spider was added in the 2.1 update. Like the robot, it is similar to a different vehicle, the ball. The spider was more well received than the robot, which is why I placed it higher. It provides a wider variety of gameplay options than the robot. Once again, there aren't any levels that base their difficulty on the spider. It works best in small parts to provide good sync. Overall, the spider is similar to the ball in many ways, but can have some very interesting gameplay on its own. The UFO was added in the 1.5 update of Geometry Dash. It also doesn't have too many levels based on its difficulty. The main reason that it's higher than the previous two is because of one thing: Flappy levels. Flappy levels were introduced almost as soon as 1.5 came out, due to the obvious similarities to Flappy Bird. Most of these levels are pretty old, as in 1.5 or 1.6, but more recently, a mega collab called Flap, which hosted over 80 people, revived the series with one last level. The UFO provides lots of fun gameplay, but isn't super impactful. The ball was introduced in the 1.2 update. It also hasn't been super impactful on the community, but it did give the game a whole new vehicle after duels were added, the swing copter. After people realized what the dual ball could do, many levels began to use this mechanic, such as Red World Rebirth, making the ball much more popular. It definitely had a significant impact on Geometry Dash, but there aren't many levels that base its difficulty around the ball. The cube is sort of seen as the main vehicle in Geometry Dash. The majority of levels start as a cube, and it's the first vehicle in every RobTop level. It's the vehicle that most people, even ones outside of the community, can recognize. It represents Geometry Dash better than all other vehicles. The way it has impacted the game is definitely different from the rest of the vehicles, but it is still important to mention. The ship was added with the cube in the first release of Geometry Dash. The ship is known for providing lots of difficulty in impossible levels. After Riot, who had extreme skill with the ship in Straightfly, announced that he used a 144Hz monitor, many people began realizing that this advanced hardware makes the game much easier. Besides the 144Hz revolution, there are many levels that base their difficulty on the ship, even a controversial level called Buff This, which features almost only Straightfly. The wave was introduced to Geometry Dash in 1.9, which many people consider to be the golden age of Geometry Dash. The wave added a new level of difficulty to the game, becoming the primary feature to make levels difficult, overtaking the ship. The wave also started the 9 circles trend, begun by Zobros. This sent huge ripples throughout the community, as 9 circles levels are still built today, most recently, Hateful Reflection. The wave added a new level of difficulty to Geometry Dash and began the 9 circles trend. Overall, super impactful. Anyways everybody, that is it for today. Keep in mind that this is not an official list, and is just my opinion. If you disagree, let me know in the comment section. Just remember to be civil and respectful of others' opinions. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe to my channel for future content. Also, turn on notifications to be notified of my future uploads. Thanks again for watching. I'll see you all next time. Peace.